Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? Sorry for the late start here. A couple of things going on. It's nice to see you all here on Stock Markets with Bruce. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here. Today's date, Thursday, Feb 22, 2024. It's the morning after. We had release of earnings last evening from Nvidia. Everybody was waiting for it. The market sure went crazy about it. I'll tell you, yesterday's run up to the close of the day was really something. The last hour of the trading session yesterday was really something unbelievable on all kinds of things. I was telling my friends last night. I was on the Primetime Live show last night for Gold Bagel members, which is every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. We were on last night, and I was showing a couple of little things to people, like check this out. This was, I think this one right here, this little slide here will show you. This is the Dow Jones Industrial Average yesterday. And the red line, let me see if I can move into this here somehow. Here, I'm down here. Here I am. Hi. Okay, so there's a red line near the top of that chart. That is all by itself until the very, very end of the chart where the Dow goes through it. That was the break-even line. We were down all day yesterday. And in the last 40 minutes from 3:20 or so until 4 o'clock, look at that surge in the Dow. Same thing over here on the S&P 500. It was underneath, it was at the low of the day. The markets were at the lows of the day around 3:20, 3:30 in the morning. Look at the last 30 minutes. Check out even good old NASDAQ. It never did get to break even. The NASDAQ could not get over the break even line, but look at the surge from the lows of the session, 245 to 330 range, and then boom, look at that. And of course, what made this happen? Well, it wasn't that Nvidia came out with their earnings during the market, but I think the market began to sniff out that maybe we're overcooking the sell-off a little bit. And people kind of got smarter and thought, I better buy up right now, because just in case this happens with Nvidia. This is last night. This is not this morning. This is last evening, where all day you'll see over here Nvidia shares were, in the 600 range, as low as 662, and here we are. Here we are now. Last night, touching the 728 range. I think we closed at 730 or 35 last night in the final few minutes of after hours trading. Where are we right now? Nvidia right now, you can see it for yourself, $759 a share right now. I think we were at 770 very early this morning, if I'm not mistaken. Higher than that, actually. The all-time high, 746. We couldn't hit it last night. We couldn't break 746 for an all-time high. But this morning pre-market, yeah, it's been higher than that almost all pre-market today. So there you go. Nvidia is on fire. Why? Well, Nvidia pulled off a very good result, allowing investors to breathe a huge sigh of relief that, there isn't going to be a negative surprise. It's going to be a positive surprise again. Third quarter in a row, I think. Beating expectations, upping their guidance, dominating AI, and away we go. This is good stuff. And of course, the rest of the market has kind of caught a bit of a move here. The rest of the market is going, yay, this is good for us too. And so even stocks like, Rocket Lab, Sofi, GameStop, Matterport, 23andMe, they're all higher. We follow those little guys. We've got Apple up 93 cents, Goldman up 136, Tesla's up 128, Arc Innovations up $1.09, Microsoft up $8.17. HBQ is up 35 cents. Google is up 285. Amazon is up 416. Unity up 95 cents. AI itself, C3.ai Inc. up $1.35. Adobe up 13.30. The spiders are up 6.80. The Qs are up 8.90. Netflix is up 6.60 a share. IBM up $1.48. Meta Platforms, Facebook up 10.85. Vanik Semiconductor ETF up 10.69. Home Depot up 88. Enphase up 170. Palantir Technologies up $1.40. And Uber up 2.20 a share. That is what's going on so far in just the pre-market at this point in time. Nvidia here at 759 roughly, volume of 4 million or so, crossing the point. Very, very interesting. Headline coming across: U.S. first-time unemployment claims fall in mid-February. America is creating jobs. America's economy is expanding. America's economy is the strongest in the G20 right now, one of the strongest economies on the planet. Big and strong. This is seriously good news for average Americans. For the well-to-do, it's always good. If you're a billionaire, you're a multimillionaire, it's always good times. If you are a mid-level, upper middle-class guy, girl, family, it's okay. But if you're middle class or below, this is really good news, because it means if you have any kind of skills, like can you show up on time for your job? Do you show up every day when it's time to go to work? If you have those kinds of skills, you have work. You have any kind of other skills, like can you operate a forklift? Can you operate a crane? Can you drive a truck? Can you drive an Uber? Can you operate a checkout system at a store? Can you stack shelves? You got work. There's work all over the place. Are you a software programmer? Are you an IT person? There be work in them there hills. Yeah, there's some good money to be made here, and you can all thank the President of the United States, Joe Biden. Congratulations, all of you Americans out there. The greatest president of all time. You guys have got it made. It's unbelievable. Britain can't get its act together. Germany can't do it. Japan is having trouble. China is a basket case. The Mideast is in flames. Ukraine, Russia can't get their act together. I mean, where in this world can you land a job? If you're a national of any other country out there, what country out in the world right now has 9 million, 10 million job openings? They can't get enough people to do the jobs. America. That's the country. It's America, and it's only America. Canada's okay. We're growing. I'm Canadian. We're kind of growing at 1%, muddling along. But the country that's on fire right now is the United States of America. And Americans don't believe it. And that is the tragedy of the whole story right there. Americans do not understand how well they have it. They don't believe they're winning. They don't feel the win. Because of course, Americans are at war with themselves. America has a civil war going on right now. It's all in their heads. It's all philosophical. But it has a way of draining the confidence level of people and brings them down. Of course, for my viewers, it doesn't matter what Americans think, what American business does, what the rest of the world is doing. You're option writers, and option writers take advantage of options shrinkage to make money. It's a sad statement. You don't have to create a factory to create jobs. Maybe it's a good thing. I mean, how much money have you got? Can you have money to create a factory and create jobs? You can take care of yourselves by being an option writer. But unfortunately, Americans beat each other up like there's no tomorrow. It's pathetic, actually. As a Canadian being here in Palm Desert, California, I look around and go, you people here are so lucky. You have no idea how lucky you are. And the reason you don't know is because you don't travel very much. You don't go to other countries as often as other people go to other countries from other countries. You're so into yourselves that you're too busy fighting yourselves to understand how good you have it. And then when a guy says you have it really good, they get mad at him. How dare you tell me that my country is the greatest country in the world? How dare you say that to me, you son of a bitch? What can I say? That's what, there it is right there. We can't handle good news. We don't tell me how good it is. God damn it, Bruce, don't tell me how good it is. I don't want to hear it. The you folks in the UK are looking at me going, really? Is it really like that? Like, is it like that in Palm Desert, California? Is it like that in New York, in Florida, Texas, and Oklahoma, and Idaho, and Montana? I mean, these folks in America, we see the movies and we see the TV shows. It looks like a great country. And I got to tell you, it is a great country. America is a great country. It's just that America has a problem with itself, and that's the issue. I think the other thing that really drives some people crazy, and I can understand it, if you're under 81 years old, there are very many Americans who cannot stand the fact that their country is doing so well with an 81-year-old president. They don't want to do very well with an old man as president. They want to have a young, vibrant person as president. That's what they want. They want a vibrant person as president. But they don't have that right now. And their choices are limited to kind of two people, neither of which are young. And that's also driving Americans out of their minds, totally out of their minds. Welcome to the party, pal. You know, sometimes it just takes an old man with failing health, failing mental capacities, who knows his place, to just say, relax and just get to work. And we'll take care of the big stuff, and you guys take care of their stuff. And some Americans just can't handle it. They want to see action. They want to believe that one person in one position can make their lives completely different, because that's how it is in the movies. Superheroes make changes. It doesn't work like that in America. And Americans have forgotten that. Americans forget that what makes America great are Americans. That's what makes America great. All Americans is what makes America great. They forget. It's okay. I forgive them. It's not a big deal. It's all good. The economy is rolling. Unemployment is at 50-year, 70-year all-time lows. They haven't been this low. Like they can't compare it to other economies. It never happened before. Interest rates are at 5% or something like that. Historically, it's not that high. Inflation is 3 point something percent. Maybe a little higher than the Fed wants, but the Fed's not going to get everything it wants either. Sorry. It's also part of a democracy. You don't get everything you want, but you come to a consensus when you wake up and sober up and get over the hangover. But we're in a hangover right now, so it's not happening. Giddy up. Look, this show, this telecast today, every day I try to give this live telecast a title. And I don't know what to give it. Every day I have to come up with a title. Every day I'm on live at 8:30 Eastern time for you guys. I have to come up with a title for the show. And today I thought, okay, Nvidia surges to new highs as earnings blow past expectations. Well, that's an obvious title, because that's what we're all talking about out there. But then I thought, is Sofi next? I thought I'd throw that out there. And I know a bunch of you out there going, this guy, this Sofi stock, Jesus, when is he going to give it up? Stop talking about this SPAC. That's all Sofi was. It was just a SPAC. And yeah, it became a chartered bank. And yeah, they're making money now. But I mean, come on, Bruce, give it up. I mean, geez, why don't you talk about JP Morgan? Why don't you just talk about Citibank all the time? Why are you always talking about Sofi? And how dare you, Bruce? How dare you tell us that America is one of the greatest countries of all time, and then have the gall to say Sofi could be just as good as Nvidia for investors? Now you've crossed the line. You've crossed the line, Mr. B. Uncle B, you've done it now. Don't you dare do that. I mean, come on. How can you sit there, Uncle B, in your brand new sweatshirt that you just ordered that no one has mentioned, and say to us that Sofi could be a better investment than Nvidia? I mean, where do you get off? I mean, God, you Canadians. What is it with you Canadians on the air on YouTube? Well, kids, here it is. I got to tell you, Nvidia, great company. Nvidia, right company in the right business at the right time, doing the right things. Nvidia selling gazillions of chips and services and everything else that they offer are in huge demand right now. They are the right company at the right time in the right business. And God bless them for it, because not only are they the right company, they're an American company. They're based out of California. High tax California, blue state California is where Nvidia is based, along with many other corporations. And just think of how much money Nvidia is paying in taxes right now. Just think. All those punitive California taxes, that the employees have to pay on their paychecks, all the federal tax that those damn federal governments take off the top, the state taxes and everything else. Oh, it's just unbelievable. And yet, Nvidia is the world darling, the stock of the world right now. Everybody loves these guys. There's only one thing to worry about. Just one thing. There's always one thing to worry about. For Nvidia, the thing to worry about was what was happening the last 2 days going into the earnings. Everybody was freaking out about Nvidia for the last 2 days, coming up to the greatest earnings report of all time. The stock was $740 last week. It's got down to $662 yesterday afternoon. What the hell is it doing down at $662? Just about to release their best earnings of all time, $662 a share. The worry was that, well, maybe the party's over. Maybe they've topped out. Maybe AI has gone as far as AI can go. Maybe that's all there is to it. After all, isn't Nvidia a one-trick pony when it comes down to it, really? I mean, do they produce butter and bread and milk and T-bone steaks? No. Do they make apple pie, the absolute American essential? No. They make chips. So that means if they don't make cars and they don't make pipelines, they don't build houses, and they don't build office towers, and they don't produce concrete, and they don't mine coal, and they don't produce oil and gas, they're a one-trick pony, aren't they? Yes, maybe they are. And it's all about AI. Well, maybe yes, it is. So, Bruce, maybe these guys aren't so highfalutin after all. Maybe they're hot for now, but they might not be hot down the road. Maybe in 2 years, there'll be so much competition coming into this chip space, because there's competition coming into the chip space, that maybe they won't be at the top of their game anymore. And maybe that's true. Of course, the shares could be 5,000 a share by that time, before someone kind of catches up to them. That's true too. But why would you say, Bruce, that Sofi could be better than Nvidia? I mean, where do you get off saying that? Here's where I get off saying that. Here's where it is. You got to compare these two companies. That's how I do it. You compare what they do and how they do what they do. And Nvidia produces something physical. They produce a physical chip, many kinds, very sophisticated, always developing, and marketing them around the world. Unfortunately, for Nvidia, there are some restrictions here and there popping up, especially with China, and that hasn't hurt them yet. But there's a little limit here and a little limit there. But as long as the chip space is wide open for the biz, Nvidia will continue to do their thing, which is great. But if the AI thing matures out in 2 or 3 or 4 years from now, then Nvidia might have reached the top end, kind of like Cisco. Cisco in the 90s was the stock of the stock market. Cisco was the darling of the 90s, early 2000s. Apple was the darling stock of the 2000s. Microsoft was the darling stock of the 80s and the 90s. Google was the darling stock. They all had their time, but they all peaked and then they all settled in and continue to run right along, which is fine. But they all do what they do. And in Nvidia's case, it's physical. They have to make something from components to make something better. In the case of Sofi, they don't make anything. So Sofi doesn't make chips. Sofi doesn't produce oil. Sofi doesn't build houses. Sofi is a fintech financial company. And that's what their customers want them to be. The customers of Sofi want Sofi to do exactly what Sofi is doing right now. Because what they're doing right now, they're doing very well. And they're doing it so well that SoFi is growing at 45% a quarter. They are growing out parabolically right now and will continue to grow parabolically at this point in time for quite a while yet. And why is that? Because SoFi has 6 or 7 million members right now, maybe 8 million. They're projected to have 56 million members in the next couple of years, like 2 to 4 years from now. 56 million members, which think about that and go, wow, that's a lot of members, Bruce. Yeah, except there are 2.2 billion users of Apple product in the world. Netflix has billions of subscribers. 56 million, nothing burger. Still a nothing burger. However, at a measly 7 odd million members now, SoFi is profitable. It took them 12 years to become profitable for the very first time last quarter. And today is the 22nd of February. We have 1 week to go in this month, and we've got 2 months out of 3 months done for the first quarter of 2024, which will be another profitable quarter for SoFi. The question I have that's on my mind, that should be on investors' minds around the world, is how profitable will SoFi be at the end of this quarter compared to last quarter? What will be their gross sales this quarter versus last quarter? What will be their gross sales for the next quarter, the second quarter of the year, the third quarter of the year, and profitability beyond that? Because I'm wondering, at a 45% growth rate, will these guys catch Nvidia in the next few years in size? And you're sitting there going, come on, stop it, Bruce. Just stop with that nonsense. They're doing $20 billion in sales over at Nvidia, $20 billion a quarter. You're talking about a company that did $2 billion last year, $2.5 billion in sales. I mean, this is not even a fair fight. But actually, you're right. It isn't a fair fight because SoFi is going to win. And you're thinking, how can SoFi win? Nvidia is kicking it right now. It's awesome. Nvidia could go to 30 billion a quarter in sales, 35 billion a quarter in sales. Insurmountable. No, they're not insurmountable. They're one of many chip companies. They happen to have the hot chip at the right time. And God bless them for it. Like I've said, way to go, Nvidia. Make my viewers rich beyond their wildest dreams. Yeah. But SoFi is going to be even better. And this is where the market is not aware of what I'm telling you. They don't know. You know, because you're here. There's 186 of you right now. You're going, yeah, we know. Yeah, there's 186 of us. We're on it. We're in on it. Yeah, but there aren't 18,600 here. There aren't 186,000 people watching this guy. There's 186 people, 188 now are here listening to the SoFi upside. What you are aware of or becoming aware of, as you hang around here long enough, is because they're a fintech bank, their ability to double their revenue, quadruple their revenue, make it 10 times as much of their revenue is a few servers away. Is all they need. They need just some more server power. All those AI chips that are being developed by Nvidia and anybody else will be utilized by SoFi. SoFi will be one of the benefactors of this technology, of this computing power, this quantum computing power, this artificial intelligence software programs that are going to be coming out. SoFi will be a buyer of this stuff. They'll be a user of it for the betterment of their clientele that will expect them to provide AI intelligence banking. Yeah, that's exactly right. Because who is the customer of SoFi? Do you think a whole bunch of 85 to 105-year-old Americans are becoming customers of SoFi right now? You think that's their demographic that they're going after? Think again, Chester. Are they going after 65-year-olds, 68-year-olds? Am I the core demographic market of SoFi? No, I'm an outlier. I'm a guy with a YouTube channel that should be in a retirement home. What the hell am I doing here? No, their clientele are 15-year-olds to 45-year-olds. That's their clientele. That's their target market. And who did they just sign a deal with to be the official banker of the NBA? What do you think the demographic of the NBA is? You think 85-year-old guys and girls sit around their retirement communities on 1970s style tube televisions and watch NBA games? No. The demographic of the NBA is 15 to 45-year-olds. Okay. That's the market. College kids, high school kids, recent college graduates, NCAA Final Four fans. You know who they are? NCAA Final Four fans. Who are those? 15 to 45-year-old demographics. SoFi is zeroing in on their market. They know who their clients are. And what are they offering those people? Fintech banking services. Are they offering them a chip to put into their home computer? Are they offering them a set of headphones to listen to their music? Are they offering them a new electric car? No, they're a bank. They're a financial institution that works on one of these, which is exactly what 15 to 45-year-olds want. They want everything here. They want to buy their home insurance on here. They want to buy their car insurance on here. They want to buy a car using this. They want to get financing for the car using this. They want to apply for a credit card using this. They want to trade stocks using this through outfits like SoFi. This is the device that 15 to 45-year-olds demand you provide services for. Amazon figured it out. eBay figured it out. Shopify, all the online marketers have figured out you can buy product using this. You don't have to go home to your laptop computer or desktop computer to order a product from us. Just use your phone. SoFi has figured out banking is going on the phone years ago, 12 years ago, and they've compounded their knowledge to this point in time. And now they're growing at 45% a quarter on that membership number, and their revenues are growing at a parabolic rate. Their gross revenues coming in the front door and now net profits coming out at the bottom are growing at a parabolic rate, faster than Nvidia did at the same time that these companies existed. You have to understand, Nvidia is older than SoFi. Nvidia's been around longer than SoFi has. Nvidia has 2.4 billion shares outstanding. Call 2.5 billion shares outstanding. That's how many shares there are for Nvidia. Free trading stock in Nvidia, 2.37 billion shares. That's how many free trading shares there are of Nvidia. SoFi has 1 billion shares in existence and 800 something million free trading. I'll double check my numbers here. 886 million free trading shares versus 2.4 billion free trading shares. We're talking 1/3 the number of stocks that can free trade. All right. Nvidia is way down the road in maturity versus SoFi, but SoFi is growing at a faster rate today than Nvidia did back when it was 12 years old. There's the difference. And by the time Nvidia reaches another by the time SoFi reaches 2 or 3 years from now, they could well have 20 million members, 25 million members. They could well be generating $2 a share in net profit. At 40 times earnings, that's an $80 stock. But wait, Nvidia, what's their PE multiple? After all, they're making nothing but money, aren't they? Well, at 754 a share or 600 something a share, their PE multiple is in the 90s. And why is it in the 90s? Why would institutional investors like pension funds that are conservative and mutual funds that are kind of conservative, ETFs, why are they buying Nvidia with a 90 handle on a PE multiple? Because they believe that a year from now and 2 years from now and 3 years from now, that they're not paying 90 times PE multiple 2 and 3 years from now. They're prepared to pay 90 today to get a PE multiple of 20 2 years from now, because they expect earnings to grow into the multiple number. But the thing is, there's always one thing. It could well be that Nvidia shares will trade at 90 times multiple for the next 2 years, even though they might triple their earnings, which could put the stock at $2,500 a share on Nvidia. That's what these big funds are betting on. That's their shtick. It happened with Amazon. It happened with Google. It happened with Facebook. These companies went into the thousands of dollars per share in pricing, because you figure out the stock splits, these stocks have really gone very parabolic. SoFi at 800 some odd million shares outstanding generating $2 a share in profits. Could well be a 40 PE multiple stock, but I could be wrong. 40 PE multiple on a $2 earnings is an $80 stock. What if this thing is a 90 PE multiple on a $2 stock? That's $180 a share. There's that. On top of the fact that this growth curve isn't going to be limited to just the United States. SoFi is going to become an international fintech company. They're going to have SoFi Canada Limited. They're going to have SoFi Mexico. They're going to have SoFi Germany. They're going to have SoFi UK, SoFi France, SoFi Japan. So they're going global where the money's at. They'll have different names. It won't be called SoFi in Japan. They'll have another name, a Japanese name, but it'll be owned by SoFi. SoFi is the fintech bank of the globe. That is what we've got here. They're the Nvidia of banking. It used to be, people were saying, oh, one day SoFi could become the Amazon of banking. No, they're going to become the Nvidia of banking because Amazon has competition out there. Amazon has dozens of companies that do what Amazon does for you and your home-based orders and facets of what you use Amazon for. Nvidia is unique in its world. SoFi will become global as well. And this is where it gets wild and wacky, because if they do get 30 to 40 million members in America, and they get 40 to 50 million members around the world, and they end up with about 100 million members, by the way, Apple has 2.2 billion people using their products. They have 100 million members on their phones using SoFi to buy and sell stock with and do other business with. These guys are going to be making $10 a share in profits. And 90 times PE multiple at $10 a share, $900 a share. They only got 1/3 the stock that Nvidia has. They only have to make 1/3 the money Nvidia does to be the same value per shareholder. You only have 1/3 the number of stock or less. That's the deal. Nothing personal. It's just business. It's just numbers. You just do the math. 800 million free trading versus 2.4 billion something. 3 to 1. And so, can SoFi grow its business 1/3 of what Nvidia is doing in the next 2 to 3 to 4 years? I say, yeah. I say they could easily do that, if not beat it. And therein lies the secret. You guys have a stock that's trading at $8.26 a share right now. SoFi, $8.26 a share right there. I'm putting it out there, right there. Anybody can see this quote, okay? $8.26. Nvidia right now is $751 a share. By next week, Nvidia could be $826. Sure it can. That would be 100 times the price of SoFi. 100 times the price of SoFi. And I'm going to ask you, which stock can triple from here faster? Can it be Nvidia to go to $2,500 a share? Or could it be SoFi to $25 a share? Growing at 45% a quarter, fintech banking around the world, no factories needed, no employees needed in third world countries, no trading restrictions for your finished product, no shipping problems, no security problems. You're just a fintech bank. You're not a highfalutin, highly sensitive chip manufacturer that every military would love to talk to you about. You're a fintech bank. Your potential is limitless. You don't even need boxes to put your product into to ship it. You don't ship anything. You don't manufacture anything. Apple has factories in China. Remember? Apple has factories in China full of Chinese employees who are working to death to make your little old iPhone and iPad and MacBook Pro and headphones and whatever else Apple sells you, all made in China or soon to be made in India. SoFi, good old American company from the USA. And they don't have any factories anywhere. They're not going to. There are no warehouses needed. There's no FedEx shipping required. No anything required. It's all online. The growth curve of SoFi is absolutely limitless. It's like a Ferrari that can go to 10,000 RPM, just zoom, just like that. Nvidia, they have one bad quarter. They have one quarter coming up where they exceed expectations, but they don't think they can exceed the next quarter's expectations based on the street's fanciful, incredible projections. Nvidia loses 20% of its value like that. That's how vulnerable Nvidia is. And you got a taste of it yesterday. You got a taste of Nvidia's vulnerability yesterday when it dropped to 662 yesterday afternoon. There's an idiot out there. I don't know where it is. I wouldn't stand up and wave too much if you're this person, but there were probably hundreds of investors yesterday, probably day traders, who were selling Nvidia from 665 down to 662 in a panic, hours before the earnings report of all time. And then there were several smart buyers of this stock, 662 to 665. They bought it down there. There's winners and losers. But can you imagine being that person this morning, knowing that you had Nvidia and you sold it at 662 a share yesterday, and it's now 749 in the pre-market? How do you feel? Yeah, not looking good, huh? Yeah, not looking so good. Sofi, 826. Millions of people know who Sofi is. Billions don't, and there's the difference. Billions know who Nvidia is. Billions of people know Nvidia. Millions of people know Sofi, and there's your change right there. So, just an old man telling you, way to go on making money on Nvidia, kids. Those of you who did those put credit spreads we talked about, if you're a Gold Bagel member of this channel, you received a trading tip from this guy last week to put together credit spreads, put credit spread trades on Nvidia. And this morning, you're going, I can't wait for the opening. I just got Bruce. I can't wait for the options to open up. This is going to be great. Because I moved into that credit spread trade you talked about. I know. I took your lessons. I've taken your classes. I'm still taking your classes. And I understand that if I take these classes, I will get a handle on how options work and why they do what they do and how they do what they do. I get this knowledge thing with which most investors in options have no clue, because most investors in options view options trades as lottery ticket purchases. And there are people out there who bought put contracts on Nvidia. They were buying $700 put contracts, thinking that the stock would go down to $500 a share on a disappointing earnings result. There were people buying $650, $600s. You name the price. They're all getting wiped out this morning. I mean, wiped out. There are call option buyers who bought $800 calls, $900 calls, $1,000 calls for 2 weeks, a month, 2 or 3 months, 4 months. There are people who bought options back and forth the last several weeks, and many of them are going to make money, but many of them are going to lose money as well. Even call option buyers are going to lose money on their options on Nvidia, despite how well the stock looks to be doing. The winners, in my humble opinion, consistently and forever, will be those who write options. They're the ones who win. And if you've done some credit spreads on your Nvidia, you're going to do very, very well. And you're going to be very happy with what you're doing. And you're going to keep trading. Because if you've done a put credit spread on Nvidia and you brought in a nice little credit, and in the next hour, day, week or two, your contracts shrink out and that spread becomes a nothing burger, you close the position out, guess what you're going to do now? You're going to do another credit spread on Nvidia if you would like to. And you might do a call credit spread way ahead of the stock. You might do another put credit spread behind the stock. You might do an iron condor on Nvidia with the same expiries or different expiries. There might be all kinds of trades you're going to do. That you're still in the option writing business, no matter how much money you make on this trade that you're into now. It doesn't matter. You're always writing contracts for steady income, revenue coming into your account, because you're a casino. You're like a Las Vegas casino. They don't make $1 million when you pull the handle on a slot machine. You sit at a slot machine that's a nickel machine or a penny machine or a dollar machine, and you're dropping $5 a roll, $10 a spin. They can't make $20 off of you every time you pull the handle for $10. Doesn't work that way. They make a percentage of the take overall. And at the end of the day, the casino says, we ran through $50 million this week and we ended up making $1 million. That's right. They made $1 million this week and they make 50 million a year, but they're generating billions of dollars through the system. That's how casinos do it, because you have to have winners once in a while on the slot floor. Otherwise, no one plays the slots. But here in the option business, you're always writing options and you're always taking money off the table. And Nvidia will give you some money today, tomorrow, next week. And you'll go get more money from Nvidia. You'll get money from AI. You'll get money from Unity, from Microsoft, from Apple, from SPYs, triple Qs. You decide what you want to play. You want to play cash secured puts? You want to do poor man cover call writing? You want to do regular cover call writing? Giddy up. There's every kind of option trade available to you, because just like in Las Vegas on the slot machine floor, there's all kinds of slot machines. And some people like certain kinds of machines and they don't like others. Well, in the option business, it's the same way. Being a writer, you can write whatever kind of contract you like and whatever system you like to work into that fits your comfort zone. And that's why I've done already 17 classes in 2.5 years. They're available for you on my website. Get your butt over there, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca, and get into that website and pick up some classes. That's your investment that you need to make if you want to become a full-time option writer. In my humble opinion, I've given you that option. You can choose any way you want to become an option writer, any way that works for you. It doesn't matter to me. It's up to you whether you feel you have the knowledge that is necessary to be a skilled option writer, or at least a more informed option writer than the folks against you. Because what you might not know, if you're new here, is when you write an option, someone else is buying your option. They're thinking the opposite of what you're thinking. You're selling a contract for a set price, for a set amount of time at a set exercise price. They're doing the buy end of that deal, and they think they're going to win and that you're going to lose. And you're thinking you're going to win and they're going to lose. That's what it is. It's not you against the market. It's you against someone else. Now, that someone else might be an uneducated gambler extraordinaire, but it could also be an institution that has endless reams of research departments and specialists and advisors to tell them this is what you want to be doing in the options market. You don't know, and you don't have to know. You don't have to worry about it. What you need to understand is, what options should I write? For what kind of premium can I get? And when should I take my exit strategy out? Do I sell it at $8 a contract and buy it at $2? Do I sell a contract at $5.50 and buy it at $3? Do I sell a contract at $3.30 and buy it back for 28 cents? What is the deal? Well, one way to help guide you in that area, a big way, is check these classes out. There are 17 of them. You can't take one class and become an expert in option writing. It doesn't work that way. You got to treat it like a college course. Get your butt over there. Start at number 1 to understand the basics of options, and number 2 and number 3 and number 4, and you'll get to 8 and 9 and 10. And as you get up there, you'll realize, oh my God, these classes layer on top of each other. I understand now why I need number 1. Sometimes watching class number 11, I've missed. I don't understand what they're talking about in number 11 very much, because you didn't take class 5, 6, 7. You didn't take the first class. This is a college course. You got to get into it. But if you truly want to become self-employed, you truly want to be an asset manager, you truly want to say goodbye to your boss, you truly want to say hello to this world where you can take this device anywhere you want to go on this planet and trade your options, you can be a full-time option trader on vacation in Bali. Okay, I'm not kidding. You can be in Sydney at the Opera House. You can be on the Sydney Bridge, on top of the Sydney Bridge, taking photos with this thing and also checking your stock quotes at the same time. There's ways to travel with this around the world for pleasure and be a full-time option writer. There is no way you are chained to a desk or to a terminal somewhere and can't get out. Back in the 90s and the 2000s, there used to be day trading centers all over the United States. In strip malls everywhere, there were these pop-up day trading centers where you could rent a pod, you could rent a cubicle with a powerful computer connected to servers underneath your desk and connected to servers in the back. You can open an account with this brokerage firm and self-trade your account. And they were promoting how you can day trade your account for a flat fee per trade. You had your desk and a chair, and you paid a monthly fee to be there. It would be a monthly rental fee to be there, and you can trade away for a flat price per trade. The problem was you couldn't leave that pot. You had to be there when the market opened, and you were there until the market closed, unless you had the discipline to do a trade in the morning, make a few bucks, and walk out. Guys didn't do that, though. They started chumming around with each other, and they started talking to each other in that office, and they were trading, and they were talking about, oh, we should get into this, we should get into that. They were looking for action. The problem was that wasn't investing. That was pure Vegas gambling at the highest level, and it got shut down within years because it self-imploded, and the SEC put a death knell to it. That's not what we're talking about here. It's not what we're talking about here. Not what I'm talking about. Now, maybe the Robin Hoods of the world are trying to get you addicted to buy and sell 1/4 of a share of Apple or one share of Nvidia at 660 and sell it for 740. They're trying to get you into that game. Yeah, that can be done here, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about taking steady income off the table every day, every week, every month, every year, all the time, taking money out of the market. Money you can live off of. Money you can grow your retirement funds with, your 401k, your IRA. This is for 50-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 70-year-olds, 30-year-olds. It doesn't matter, and it can be cash that you need for day-to-day expenses, or it can be that and growth for your ultimate retirement fund, so that you're not stuck with a crap pension fund from the company that you thought was going to be all you needed, but it's $1,000 a month, and your Social Security that you thought you're never depending on, and now you need that $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month or whatever that amount is, and without it you're a dead duck. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to get stuck in that. There are so many retirees out there who are now retired going, this is not what I imagined my retirement was going to be like. This isn't what I was promised 30 years ago when I was in my 30s. My 30s and 40s, I was told by my employer that I put so much money away every 2 weeks into this plan. It would be invested into these different funds, and it would build to a pension payment of some kind, and I'd retire like my dad retired, like my grandfather retired. Then you find out, no, the plan that you have is nowhere near as juicy as the plan your father or your grandfather had, or your uncles or cousins or aunts. Because in those days, they were pension plans that were guaranteed pension plans. You knew that if you worked until 55 or 58 or 62 or whatever the year was, you would get so much a month for the rest of your life adjusted for inflation. Many of those plans blew up because companies that were sponsoring those plans couldn't afford to deliver those results. And so corporate America went to Congress and bribed Congress to allow them to give you a 401k, and so that you could self-manage your own retirement. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. Freedom for Americans. And it guaranteed that many of you out there, and friends you have and relatives you have and people you know who are retiring now or have retired in the last 5 or 10 years, are getting a pittance on a monthly basis than what they thought they were going to get. It's nowhere close to what their parents used to get. School teachers and firefighters and policemen are, generally speaking, doing great because their pensions are the old-fashioned kind of pensions. Government workers. But the rest of America, 85% of the rest of America, they got nothing. They got jack squat. You've got results coming into your 401k that doesn't even equal inflation these days. You're losing to inflation. You got to take control of your money. That's one of the reasons I'm on the air, and that's why one of the reasons so many folks are here, to take care of their own business and bring in some cash above and beyond what some manager can make for you. How motivated Do you think a money manager is who's 55 years old, has got a staff of 5 or 10 people? That individual over there, you know what they're doing? They're counting the months until they retire. And they're retiring off of your money because they get a percentage of the value of your account, not the performance of your account, the value of your account collectively. So if there's 300,000 people inside various 401ks that this guy's managing with his team, he's getting $1 million a year, and he's getting bonuses, and you're getting a 4% return, a 3% return. You're getting garbage for a return. This individual is counting the months until they're 60, or they're counting the days until when they're retiring, and they're retiring well off of the back of your money. And you just cannot stand for that anymore. It's 2024. The game is up. The gig is over. And if you're in your 30s and 40s, you've got to wake the hell up and don't get caught drinking the Kool-Aid that your employer is feeding you. They don't care about you. They're not going to promote you into the upper echelon. You're not the son of the president. The next general manager that comes into that department of yours that runs your department has friends and relatives that are going to be promoted above you. You will never, ever achieve the top end. Many a time, it takes until people are in their 40s and 50s to realize, oh my God, I'm stuck at level blah inside this monolith of a company. And I will never get the company car. I will never get the company perks. I will never get the high-end pension plan. I'm done for. And as soon as you start exhibiting physical limitations, like you're ill all the time, or your hip is going bad, or you have medical issues, they find a way to get rid of you. They find a way to make your life so miserable in there that you quit, because that's what they want. They want you gone. So they can replace you with a 35-year-old that'll do whatever they say. You're too sharp for them. Your days are limited. You got to take control of your life. This is what it's about. Welcome to the party, pal. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. We're opening up in 5 minutes. We're starting this market in 5 minutes. We're going to see what's going on. Thank you all for being with me this morning. Kids, I just cannot overemphasize how important it is for you kids out there to get your hands on your assets and grow them. You've got to make your money work as hard for you now as you used to work when you were 18 years old. Because when you were 18 years old, you had limitless energy. You could work 18 hours a day, party 4 hours a day, and show up for the office next day and get right back at it. You don't have that energy anymore, but your money can work that hard for you if you direct it properly. And there are some of you out there, I know many of you out there, I'm certain of it, you have more value in your 401k right now or IRA than you need to quit your job immediately. You really do. So many of you have assets out there that you could be utilizing right now for your benefit to basically be self-employed on your own, managing your own money, writing options, just being one of the gang here. It is so true. Many of my viewers figured this out in the last 2 years. They couldn't believe it. They had no idea that I have more money than I need. I don't need to keep working. I thought I had to have a $2 million savings account. I had to have $4 million. I had $1.6 million. I had to reach that $1 million level, whatever that number was that got me to retirement. I thought I had to work my ass off until I got there. And then they say to me, well, I've got 150,000. I got 200,000. I got this. I got equity in my house. I could borrow against my 401k, and I could invest that money in the market if I knew what I was doing, and I could make money off of that money, which then would lead me to be retired, wouldn't it? Yes, that's true. But no one's going to tell you this. Your banker can't tell you. They don't know. You think they're geniuses? They're just bankers. You think a stock brokerage firm is going to call you up because you've got $75,000, $120,000? You think you're going to get a call from a broker who's going to talk to you about writing options on your portfolio to help you meet your your dollar needs. You ever think you're going to get a call from a stockbroker that's going to say, hey, listen, I had a coffee with you last week and you're telling me that you've got credit card bills that are like $20,000. Well, did you know that you could get 20 grand in cash out of your portfolio by just writing some calls against it, and you could pay your balance off right now? You getting that call? You're not getting that call. Do you know anyone that got that call? No, you don't. You don't know anybody that gets a phone call. No, but you can do that. You can completely change your life instantaneously if you just had the knowledge of how this works. You've got to become like these hedge funds. You've got to be as smart as they are and as dedicated as they are, and you can do it. You really can. Many of you don't believe it, but you can. But you've got to take the step to invest in yourself. Start with class number 1. Get your butt over there and let me know how it's going. If you have any questions, write me. I'm the prof. I'm your prof. Send me an email and say, Bruce, I can't quite get my head around this or around that. Maybe we have to have a one-on-one. Well, we'll set it up. Change your life. Welcome to the party, pal. We're about to open in 1 minute. Let's get going with this party, pal. Thank you all so much for joining me today. It should be a ton of fun. Way to go, kids. We're up 212 on the Dow. We're up 64 on S&P, and we're up 341 on NASDAQ. I would expect nothing less than with Nvidia at $752 in the last moments of the pre-market, up $77 from yesterday's close. Welcome, everybody. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so excited that you're here, Larry Titus. Boom, baby. The bells have been rung by Larry Titus. Welcome all to the party, kids. I'm glad you're with me today. What a day today. Could be a ton of fun. Like I say here, around these parts, we care if the markets go up or down, but we don't care. And we don't have to care if the markets go up or if the markets go down. We don't have to care. We make money around here no matter what direction the market goes. That's the difference between this channel and all the other channels out there. It's as simple as that. JR, there they are. Here we go. Larry with the bells. Richard, neat. Not a lurker. Sofi, Chris LaPont is talking Monday. Flint Creek, let's get it. Let's go, says lurker. Look at these happy viewers. These viewers can't wait to get this thing started. Where else are you getting this kind of reaction on the opening of a YouTube on a YouTube channel with the opening of the market? Around here, we love it when the markets open up because it's time to make moolah. And folks around here make moolah. Do not think they don't. There are people here making a ton of money, and you could be one of those. You really can. But it isn't handed to you on a silver platter. It isn't easy. There isn't a gimmick. There's no get-rich-quick thing around here. It's called working, but it's called working from an angle up here that puts you ahead of everybody else. I'm trying to get you into the top 10 percentile of knowledge of how this market works, and you might not want to hear that. You might want to hear, Bruce, just tell me what trade to make, and I'm just going to get rich on instantaneously. That's all I want. Well, you'll have to go somewhere else because that's not what this channel is about. We're here about making money, and we're here about making money the smart way and not being stupid about it. And that is the name of this game, baby. Welcome all to the party, pal. This is going to be fun. Susan Shops, and you are never too old or too young to play the Uncle Bruce option writing game. There is no better feeling than writing CSPS, cash secured puts, and making money without owning the stock. Thank you so much, Bruce. Way to go, Susan. There are people out there who think the only way I can write an option is if I own stock. I have to own. I don't own any stock, Bruce. I've only got $5,000. I've got $15,000. I don't have $150,000 to put into Apple. I can't write any options on these stocks. Oh, but yes, you can. Yes, you can write options without owning stock. That's another reason to take the classes. Wake up, folks. This is a very sophisticated world in which we live that has gone so parabolic. It has left millions, gazillions of people behind. Those in the know are the ones flying those private jets all the time. I'm telling you, you can become a much more wealthy person, much better financial person if you understand what is happening in this market that has changed so much since I entered it in 1978-79. It has completely changed from then to now. I'm trying to guide you. Come on along for the ride. This is so much fun, kids. Welcome to the party. The good times are rolling. We're up 245 on the Dow. We're up 64 on S&P, and we're up 341 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is up almost 2%. That's to be expected with Nvidia at $760. S&P is up 1.28, and the Dow's up 0.54. That's where we are right now on this market. Thank you all for coming through here and being with me today. Thank you, those of you who have been taking the time this morning while I'm yapping away to give me a thumbs ups. Thank you again for those thumbs ups. They make such a difference to this channel's tracking and awareness through the YouTube community. Please, please, please give me a thumbs up if you're finding any of this useful and helpful or motivational. Hit the thumbs up button for us and give us a bit of a boost. We have 103 going at the moment. We love to hit 200 a day. I would think that with Nvidia up $78 a share, and those of you making a nice little pot of money, we would have more than 103 thumbs ups by now. If you could find that button, hit it please, and give us a bit of a boost so that the YouTube computers will promote this channel to others who can also benefit from this information, especially if we can attract more people to become shareholders of Sofi. That would be a good thing. If this channel had viewers that own 2% of the company, that would be pretty good. We'd have a little bit of power around here. I'm telling you, more thumbs ups, the better. I tell you, honestly, every time we add new viewers, it makes you guys richer in the back door. You don't realize it, but it's true. The more powerful this channel gets, the richer you'll become on this channel. So help yourself. What can I say? Anyway, thank you. Dude, I got a scratch out of my call side, and all my put spreads are looking nice in Nvidia. Come in $890 profit loss. This is the way shrinkage commence. There you go. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. How are those options doing? How are these? What are the 630 puts and the 610 puts doing right now that expire March 15? How are those trading at? Have they backed off a little bit since yesterday's close? I would think they would have. If anyone can provide me with a live quote on your level 2, level 3 systems, pop it in here. Let me know. I don't have live quotes. I don't trade. Many of you who are here, you know, I don't write contracts. I don't buy and sell stock. I don't compete against my viewers. I'm a commentator. I'm the color commentary guy. I'm like the Tony Romo of the stock market. I tell you what I think is going on. I tell you what I think the next play is going to be. I review plays. I go over why this happened and how that happened and how this could happen and how that could happen. But I don't write contracts. I don't compete with you guys. You guys are the ones who invest. Let me know what they look like. Just bought back my 3 Nvidia credit spreads for a $770 profit. There you go. Making the dough $1 at a time, $10 at a time, $100 at a time. Taking cash off the table. And now you can look at writing another credit spread on Nvidia. You might want to put credit spread together for March 15, April 15, April 19, whatever the expiry date is, at higher prices because you're following the stock. Could do that too. Very nice. Dude, more than 80% in the profit on that spread you suggested. I closed it. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Alex, stock markets with Bruce, the spread is roughly 80 cents, 60 cents. Someone just got out for 70 cents. I'm really just JR. Uncle Bruce, my 660, 630 put credit spreads went from about 1,500 negative to 1,000 positive. I'm going to wait and see what happens. JR on Nvidia, rock and roll. This is what we're talking about. Instantaneous profits. Beautiful job, $7.59 on the stock, up $85. Well done, each and every one. Welcome to the party, pal. These kinds of profits pay for the lessons. I mean, what are my lessons? $150 a lesson. People are making $700, a couple of $1,000. Lessons are a joke. You earn while you learn. That's the thing about my classes. You can take the classes and write options at the same time and get smarter every class. You become a better option writer the further you go down the study path, and it pays for itself and more. That's the secret sauce around here. I don't know about other channels. I have been told by viewers, they tell me there are other sites out there, and there are websites out there, and podcast sites, and all these others where you will pay thousands of dollars up front to get into an options knowledge class of some kind, or day trading class of some kind, or you got to pay an entry fee plus so much a month, and you add up the money and you're going, my God, these guys want 5-10 grand. They want $5,000-$10,000 to learn whatever. Here you can just buy one class at a time. It's $150. When are you ready? Can you do one class every week or two? Can you do a couple of classes a week? Pick up 1 or 2 classes a week. Learn and earn. There's Nvidias every day. There's Sofis everywhere. There's so much potential. Well done, everybody. Touch grass. Good job, guys. Pat, man, your lessons are very reasonable. Dude, I just got out for 71 cents on the spread. Very nice. Dude says, thank you, Uncle B. Alex, dude, I saw your trade. There you go, babies. There you go. SoFi, 826, up 15 cents. Uber's up 227 to 78.71. Spire's up 7 to 11.49. Nvidia, 761, up $86. That was up 240. GameStop down a penny. Rocket Lab is a penny higher right now at 465. AI up 37 cents. Spiders are up 621. Qs are up 860. Apple up 43 cents. Enphase down $1.36. AMD up 11.31. Adobe up $7. Netflix up 8.40. Tesla down 2.20 at the moment. Matterport up 8 cents. SmartRent down 2. Owens Corning up $1. Unity up 34. Google's up 50 cents. Moderna up 4.38. Cisco down 22. Pfizer down 43. IBM up 360. HPQ up 32 cents. Microsoft up 8.26. ME down 2 pennies. Amazon is up 4.26. HD Home Depot up 3.97. Vanik Semiconductor ETF SMH up 11.06. You can write options on this. You can do credit spreads on this ETF. Think about that. Goldman up 3.22. Boeing up 25 cents. Meta, Facebook up 11.13. Target down 38. JP Morgan up 73. Costco up $6. Walmart up 11 cents. Disney up 26. American Airlines up 25. AMC up 2 cents. DraftKings up 73. Royal Caribbean getting buy recommendations at 122 a share, up 7.20. Not worth it, but that's what's going on. I'm telling you. Giddy up, everybody. SoFi, 825 up 14. Nvidia, 761.60 up $86.88. Thank you, everyone. Marie, thank you. Uncle Bruce, dude, a donation for you. Cha-cha-ching. A little more apple pie for you. Thank you very much. $10 donation. We take them all. We thank you for whatever donation you want to make to this YouTuber. We've helped you make money. We thank you, Jen and I, so much. By the way, Jen went to her surgeon yesterday. Clean bill of health. We hit the pool last night. The first time Jen was in the hot tub since before the operation. And so we're back, baby. We're back. Jen and I now can go to the swimming pool together every day, and she can now work on her strength training in the pool, come on into the hot tub and relax and ease her muscles. It is a good thing. Thank you all for your support of this channel to allow me to get Jen 2 new hips in the last 2 years because of you guys. Thank you so much, your members, the classes you're taking, your donations. You guys are awesome. I love it when you make money. It's just that simple. I'm motivated. I need you to get rich. BP. Okay, I'm thinking this through. What gives SoFi the edge over rivals like Funding Circle, Revolut, Chase, and NU? SoFi seems small fry compared to them. Is SoFi targeting different market? SoFi is going after the retail client. They're going after the regular banking client. They're going after the university grads, the high schoolers, the graduates from university, the 30-somethings, the 40-somethings, the 50-somethings. They are attracting clients from all over the spectrum, and they are basically, frankly, stealing business from everyone else. everybody. They are now offering trading services for stocks. Soon you'll be able to write options through there. It's only a matter of time. You can get a mortgage. You can get a car loan. You can use their services for all kinds of factors. Plus, of course, they operate the back office for fintech. And there are all kinds of institutions out there using their services to do their services. I think SoFi is going to start taking over competition. That's the future. They'll grow their business, which is happening now at an incredible rate, and then you're going to see announcements. They just bought that company. They bought that company. They bought that company. They're going to pick up these 10, 20, $50 million, $100 million companies, and you're just going to go up the rankings. Go up the rankings because there are 4,700 banks out there, and they're going to pick off the fintech competitors. They're just going to pick them off, and they'll just become one of the largest players on the street. Down the road, that's it. Their growth curve will outdo Nvidia. That's the bottom line. And they don't produce anything physical. They don't have stores like Costco does. They don't make yogurt that can go bad. They don't make chips that can be obsolete in 2 years. They don't have to reinvent the wheel every 2 or 3 years like Apple does with their phones. They're not under pressure to create the latest, newest, greatest high-tech invention ever made in the planet. They're not under any of that pressure. They're just moving money around, and they're getting tons of money for doing it. It is huge. The SoFi potential is massive. H. Gregory, 126 thumbs up. JR, Nvidia up almost $92 right now, and my computer fan is going nuts. There you go, $7.66 a share. Congratulations, everyone. You might want to consider writing another credit spread higher up and follow the stock. Maybe for one that expires March 15th or sooner. You might want to do that. Check it out. Up to you. There's tons of potential here on Nvidia. Thank you all for being part of the show. We're up 230 on the Dow. We're up 58 on S&P. We're up 337 on NASDAQ now. Markets are going higher, of course, to be expected. After the big news from Nvidia, yes, of course, that should be what we expect here. We're down 13 cents on a barrel of oil, interestingly. 71-point gain on S&P, 350 on NASDAQ, 266 on the Dow is what I see now. 767 on Nvidia, 767, 769 on Nvidia. This is the high of all time, and it puts these guys closer to $2 trillion book value. Okay. What else? Okay, Uncle Bruce, Nvidia, 775, 85 puts, 85 days to expiry to start with a 385 credit. No, I wouldn't be doing that. 675 to 685. I'd be looking at those, but not 785. 670 is not in the 700s. 725, 715. Whoops, I screwed up. 715 to 725. Maybe, yeah, perhaps. See if you can even do 7s to 710s. 690, 700s. Check those out. All kinds of potential here. But I don't know about 85 days. You might want to be closer than that. Maybe you want to be March or April, but not beyond. Be a little closer on that. BP. So why would SoFi become so big? Why? Because you're not listening, BP. You're not listening. Susan shot bought close to Nvidia, 630 leg on my spread. Question: do I need to close the 610 leg, or will just expire worthless on its own in March? You want to close it out because then you can go ahead and do another position elsewhere. That's the way I would do. Dude, okay, got it. Okay, got it, Bruce. I've got it. Okay. Yeah, Susan, and close them both out and then take a look at writing another one. Do some homework now on your next one. Maybe you're going to move into 660s and 640s, or you're going to go 680s and 660s, or 680s and 690s and 670s, maybe for March. You might just move up the chain and stay in the same month, or look at April. See what kind of credit you can get. The bigger, the better. Absolutely. All right. JR, Uncles, would now be a good time to write some call spreads. Nvidia can't go up forever. Well, you want to give the stock a little time. It's been what 18 minutes. Kind of relax. But 771 now. You don't want to be writing anything within $100 right now. You might want to give it a little while today. Again, what are you looking for? You're looking for a stock to top out. Let it top out. It hasn't topped out yet. Give it an hour or two. You might write this credit spread with an hour to go today, in the last hour of the day, and then you take your position. You've made the stock show you all kinds of activity, up and down activity. Again, this isn't a day trade scenario, although it's nice to have one once in a while. It's that longer term thing to kind of pay attention to. Savage of Wall Street. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. I got a great gift from earnings yesterday. Rivian took a dive. I had 5 Rivian September 17.5s, which I sold for $4.55 6 weeks ago. Just bought it back for $1.10. Yeah, baby. Alex, I'm out too at 54 cents. Now for some more Rocket Lab cash secured puts. BP, I am listening to Bruce. You skipped my reply about the other competitors also targeting Gen Z, and they're all big in their respective countries. Sorry, but as Matt's grad is skipped. I understand, it's okay, and I'm not being picky on it. I'm not picking on you. I'm just SoFi's endless growth potential hasn't even been touched yet. They just haven't been touched, and this stock, until it hits $100 a share, you don't have to worry about any competition for these guys. There is no China fintech bank coming into America to knock SoFi off its perch. Okay. They're not coming in. This is a chartered bank in America. They have got it going. Congrats, Savage from Square. Who cares? Good morning, Uncle Bruce, and all. Credit Savage. I sold some Unity AI cash secured puts yesterday too, but not as juicy as I thought they'd be. I'll let them marinate. I dare them to sign me so I can sell some covered calls. What do I care? Zed. Nvidia could have hit 800. Yes, Zed. 90 thumbs up for you. Splair, I think Revolut, some of my friends are already using, but they have always problems when we're in the Netherlands. Stephen Butler, number 100. I forgot to hit the like button until just now. Thank you all for hitting the like button, the thumbs up. I appreciate it. We love to get those thumbs ups going. The more, the merrier. We're now sitting at 131. Thank you all. Keep them coming on in. I appreciate it. Welcome to the party, pal. Nvidia 775 up $100 a share so far today. Welcome all. Spire 1159 up 17. Ubers 79.28 up 284. SoFi 831 up 20 cents. GameStop 1354 up 14. Rocket Lab 467.5 up 3.5 cents. AI up 94 cents. Spiders are up $8. Qs are up 10.40. Apple's up 128. Enphase down 74. AMD up 12.66. Adobe up 9.92. Netflix up 9.35. Tesla down just 80 cents. Now it's only down 70 cents. Matterport up 7. Nothing on SmartRent. On Owens Corning up 139. Unity up 87. Google up 180. Moderna up 511. Cisco down a couple of cents. Pfizer down 47. IBM up 410. HPQ up 44. Microsoft up 1030. Giddy up, everybody. Amazon up 475. Home Depot up 482. Vanik Semiconductors up 12.49. Goldman Sachs up 6.59. Make that 7.13 for Goldman. Boeing up 189. Meta up 14.70. Target up 34. JP Morgan up 180. Costco up 6.50. Walmart up 75 cents. Disney up 66. American Airlines up 31. AMC up 9 cents. DraftKings up $1. Royal Caribbean up 8.21 this morning. There's a lot of exuberance there. The Dow's up 357 points right now. We're up 79 on S&P, 377 gain on NASDAQ. There is money coming into this market from large institutional investors who are looking for a return, and that is what's going on right now, everybody. Giddy up, everybody. Willie, number 132 on the thumbs ups meter. Thank you guys for helping out. Appreciate you. Giddy up, baby. You got winners like Nvidia, and you got losers like Planet Fitness. Announces weak guidance, and there's a new executive departure. There's the other side of it. It's not all winning everywhere. But I'll tell you, kids, option writers, Man, can you make money? Savage on Wall Street. Hey, Uncle Bruce, those 2250 January 2026 AI cash secured put traps we talked about yesterday, which I asked $8 for, they triggered. And Bobby followed me on them, laugh out loud. New traps are set at 955. Here we go. D.A. Truda just closed my Nvidia put spread for 252, bought back for 18 cents. Well done, D.A. Truda. That pays for a couple of classes right there. Dude, okay, let's roll another put spreads in Nvidia. An April 590, 600 closed for 60 cents. Wrote a 690-700 for 198 credit difference on the close. There you go. You're making money. There it is. That's okay. Savage on Wall Street. Hey, folks. Hey, man. Welcome, everyone. And taking money off the table. They giving it to you. Take it. Why not? Yeah. Any way you want to do it. You can be aggressive. You can be conservative. Short term, long term, however you like it. 768 on the stock. Shrinkage is your friend without any question whatsoever. Shrinkage is your friend. Well done, you guys. Enjoy the party, everybody. Isn't this fun? Hey, folks, come on, man. 225 people are watching this guy, and we only have 140 thumbs ups. What's with that? Savage, you say it well. I do appreciate it. If any of you out there can find that thumbs up button, hit it. If you like making money in the market, hit that thumbs up button for us and let YouTube know you love this channel. You think this channel should be promoted by YouTube to more people. There's 218 here. There could be 2,100 here, but there aren't. And it's sad because there are 1,900 people that could be making money in this market, and they aren't. It's incredible to me. It shows you how exclusive a group you are. You're writing options. You're putting credit spreads together. They're handing you all this cash. You're going, and there's 218 people watching. When I used to talk about GameStop back in January 2021 and February 2021, there were days where I had 200,000 views of my live shows in a day. 200,000 views. I would be live to 20,000 people at a time, a stadium at a time. It was how many were watching live. And what were they following me for? Tell me what to buy today that I can sell later today. I'm a day trader. I want to be a day trader. I want in on this action. I don't want to learn about it. I don't want to study about it. I just want to make a quick buck. Can you help me make a quick buck? I'm stuck at home. I can't go to work right now. I got $5,000 lying around. I can't bet on my NFL games. I can't bet on NHL games. But hey, maybe you could give me a hot stock to play because all these other YouTubers are doing the same thing. You seem to know what you're talking about. Can you help me out? Those folks are all gone. 20,000 at a time, 15,000 at a time. I would say to people, hit the thumbs up button for me. Give me a hand on thumbs ups, and we would go from 1,500 thumbs ups to 2,000 thumbs ups in 3 minutes. Out of however many thousands were watching, they're all gone. They all lost their money. They all went after the wildest dreams of to the moon. To the moon trades never happened, and they didn't want to do the hard work that many of you have done and are now really benefiting from. It's amazing, but that is the world in a microcosm. There you go, dude. Well, now I can enjoy my vacation in China without worrying about Nvidia, laughing aloud. This is perfect timing. Well done, JR. Yeah, the first thing I do when I get on the channel is hit the thumbs up. It's so easy. Come on, peeps. Not a lurker. Kathy Woods bought about 650,000 more shares yesterday of Sofi. There you go. 832 up 21 cents here. A BP. Sofi, we're not the only ones to get the bank charter. Others like Grasshopper, Vero, and Piermont also recently got chartered. And isn't that solidify the wise move that Sofi made way back when? Doesn't that confirm it? This is a good thing. Patman, is it responsible to write options the day of an earnings release date? It's always responsible to write options. I'm still here, Uncle Bruce. I'm not leaving you. Newbank, says Patman. Dude, glad I took off the call spread for a scratch this morning. Look at Nvidia now. I'll be just kissing my short at this point. Well done, dude. Well done. Rewrite and write higher on the calls if you dare, or write new puts. Bring in more cash. Those of you who can write credit spreads on Nvidia, you can go ahead and do so. If you would rather write credit spreads on Apple or Microsoft or Amazon or Google, because they're a little more not as crazy as Nvidia, knock yourself out. Cash secured puts on Rocket Lab, cash secured puts on Sofi. Find your niche and get at it. Take this dough. They're handing it to you, kids. It's unbelievable. We're up 364 on the Dow, 78 on S&P. We're up 359 on NASDAQ. Oil is up 22 cents. It's not an oil market today, that's for sure. GameStop's up 20 cents. SoFi's up 21. Rocket Lab is up 1.5 cents at the moment. Uber up 2.82. Spire up 9. Nvidia up $92.61 right now. Welcome to the party, kids. I'm glad you could make it to come and see us. I'm so happy you're here, and hope you're having fun with this market, enjoying this little run on good old SoFi and Nvidia and Game, on all of them. They're all making a run today. I hope you're enjoying the little move. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Those of you who are becoming members of this channel, those of you who are upgrading to the gold bagel level. A number of you joined me yesterday for the very first time. We had new faces on the primetime show last evening. Congratulations joining us last evening for the primetime show with Uncle Bruce, Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock. It was great to see the new faces there. Every week, new faces are showing up for the primetime show. We covered a lot of ground yesterday, including talking about Nvidia last night as we were watching the after hours activity. Kids, the opportunities are endless for you. If you want to get your hands on it, I'll tell you, I'm excited for you, and I love it when you guys make money. It's just fantastic. This more than pays for most of you for your classes. It pays for one-on-ones if you want to have them with me. It just makes the world of difference to you. Some of you are going to knock off some debts that are lying around, reduce your cost of living, which is a good move. On everything that you're about. Congratulations. Thank you. S&P gauge of U.S. manufacturing rises to a 17-month high during a Democratic presidential term. Unbelievable. No Republican would ever have bet that the U.S. manufacturing would rise to a 17-month high in the final year of a Democratic president's first term. Unbelievable. Oh, this is bad news for Republicans. They hate good news right now. Orange Boy is in big trouble. He's not getting the crash he wanted. That poor son of a bitch. Anyway, there you go. Thank you all for coming through. It's great to have you here. Giddy up, Beach Boy. I'm waiting for an institution to disclose that J Money bought a few million shares in SoFi. That's what she's waiting for. Alex, my account has never looked so healthy. Seriously, to anyone watching, take the classes. It has paid off many times over for me. There you go. Beach Boy. Kathy Wood holds J Money's beer. Okay, there you go. Giddy up. Giddy up, giddy up. Welcome all to the party, pal. You're getting richer whether you like it or not. Whether you like Biden or not, America's getting richer. Whether you like Biden or not, lowest unemployment rate on record. You like Biden or not, 9 million job openings. It doesn't matter if you like him or not. You can make money right now. I don't know why you'd want to blow that away. But in any event, up to you, kids. JR, I have a friend who still believes that a certain orange businessman is the best thing for the U.S. economy. Really, market all-time highs, and he still thinks that. I don't get it. There it is. There is the sign. In the middle of two wars, interest rate rise that has come in dramatically, unemployment at all-time lows, markets at all-time highs, student debt being forgiven left, right, and center, 150,000 more Americans being told your loan is gone, your payments are over. Wow. This guy, they don't like this guy? You like the other guy. Can you imagine what this guy's going to do the first day he gets into office? The stuff he's going to reverse. Oh, is he going to hurt people? It's just, it's going to be bad. JR, I don't think I would call a fraud a businessman. There you go. Unbelievable. The guys making the most money on Orange Boy are the lawyers if they get paid. They're the ones making the cash. Unbelievable. Have you put in your order for those gold running shoes yet, guys? All you Orange Boy fans, have you bought your I mean, if you're loyal to that guy, you should be walking around town with those gold shoes. Show your pride in that man. Oh my God, help him get out of his 500 million in debt, judgments that are just piling up interest every day. Unbelievable. What can I say? I'm just not a fan. I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm just not a fan. Anyway, Jr. The lawyers won't get paid unless they get him off, which they rarely do. Yeah, they don't get him off. That's right. Sorry, sir. The verdict was guilty. Now about my bill. Yeah, right. I'm not paying a bill if I'm guilty. I'm not paying a bill. Good luck with that. That came off sounding kind of bad, says Jr. Beach Boy, adjust Jr. Trump University or Uncle Bruce's classes. Dude, they sold out, Uncle Bruce. I was going to buy you a pair. They're sold out. Savage of Wall Street, those Trump shoes are a limited edition. Only 10 million made, BP, I'm worried that some company like Revolut will buy Sofi. They're a lot bigger than Sofi. Well, if it's a foreign company, they haven't got a chance. Wouldn't be allowed by the regulators. So, no, in any event, I doubt that's the issue. Of course, I don't see someone making an offer for SoFi at $6 a share. Hey, you want to be taken over at $6 a share cash? I don't think any shareholders will take that deal. I think if someone came to SoFi shareholders today and said, "Hey, would you be willing to sell out at $10 a share?" I think shareholders say, "I don't think so." They're going to have to come up with more than that. Yeah, it's going to have to be a ton more than that, and I don't think it would fly. Regulators probably wouldn't allow it. No, SoFi will make you a lot of money. I'm sorry to say, for some of you out there who are skeptics out there, you're going to get very rich if you own SoFi, and you're going to be writing options on your SoFi. You're going to be making some very nice monthly, quarterly income, the kind of money where you can quit your day job and just say, I don't have to work anymore. This SoFi is carrying everything for me. Thank you very much. I think I'll travel the world now. There you go. Giddy up. BP, why U.S. companies buy U.K. companies and it can be reciprocal? Yeah, sure, but not in banking. It's unlikely to happen in banking. Nvidia, 771. That's where I see it right now. 771 up $96 a share right now on Nvidia. The volume on Nvidia this morning showing 30 million shares, 30,770,000 traded, with a market cap of $1.9 trillion. There you go. Nvidia on fire. Uber up 236, SoFi up 18, GameStop up 20, Rocket Lab up 3 cents. Good morning, everybody. What else is going on here? Alex, hey, leave Orange Boy alone. He's the first former president to become a shoe salesman. It's never been done before. Not a lot of people know that, That's true. What size are you, sir? 9, 9.5? Dude, everybody you keep, every day you keep us sane and focused. So freaking blessed here. I owe you at least 2 pairs of those Trump shoes. So thank you so much, JR. Uncle Bruce, I got 5 GameStop poor mind cover calls with a leap at 13. They expired Jan 17, 2025. I have thought this wasn't a great position, but after calculating my average, I've actually made money on GameStop. Time to buy more. There you go. Savage of Wall Street, Beach Boy, and I graduated from Trump University, JR, deep into money calls and up the amount of calls I can write. See, there you go. Not a bad idea. Alex, and who doesn't like a shoe salesman? The global elite. That's who don't like shoe salesmen. Dude, nice going, JR. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, yes, I like to commiserate on economic success. I like to concentrate on economic success. I got it. Flint Creek, now that's funny. Melvin, those Trump shoes might be a good investment. Saw that some idiots are paying thousands of dollars on eBay for them. The Savage of Wall Street, I somehow in my heart knew that at some point I'd see Al Bundy and Trump have something in common. Beach Boy Savage, you should start your own line of Mother Teresa shoes and accessories. All you need for a perfect vacay at the Cypress Four Seasons Hotel. Dude, skills, Junior, skills. Too much fun, kids. We're up 320 on the Dow today, 0.81 of a percentage point. S&P is up 1.5%, 78-point gain. NASDAQ up 2.3% today, up 368 right now. Barron says that existing home sales rise to the highest level since August. How can that be? There's a Democrat in the White House. That can't be true. That's impossible. I don't understand it. Wow, that's just weird. It's just weird. 773 on Nvidia, up 98.59. 773 on Nvidia. 774 on Nvidia right now, pushing even higher. High of the day, 778.98. Wow, we've been up over 100 a share already on it. There you go. The Dow and S&P eyes fixed on record highs as the U.S. stock surged early Thursday in the last year of a Democratic president's first term in office. Unthinkable. That can't be true. That can't. No, you can't have that. No, no, no. We got to replace that guy. We can do better. We can do better than all-time record highs. Now, Jr. Now there are some shoes I would consider buying. Give them nothing, dude. Junior. Now, Flint. I'm dying over here. A savage of Wall Street. Uncle Bruce Beach Boy is doing it again. He's trying to force me to go and have fun in beautiful Cyprus. Make him stop that. Me and my kids and my wife. We're going to come over to Cyprus and spend time at the Four Seasons because of these gamblers giving us all this money. Make them stop doing that, please. Please. Oh my, fun times at the OK Corral. We've had a volume of 7.5 million shares on Sofi today. That's all. We're up 21 cents. There is nothing trading there. There's nothing for sale. GameStop, 1362, up 21 on 328,000 shares. Very quiet. Rocket Lab, 465, volume of 1.12 million right now. Earnings report, Feb 27. I'm curious to see what Wall Street backed brokerage firms are going to cover the earnings report for Rocket Lab next week. There could be all kinds of hype coming up on the Rocket Lab earnings next week. This should be a lot of fun. We're going to see what's going on here. Boy, oh boy, is it going to be fun. What else? JR, booyah, my Nvidia put credit spreads I sold for 708 just hit for a buyback at 133. Yes, don't you just love this game? $1,150 profit. Go, baby. There you go. Dude, Beach Savage versus Beach Boy. Who will chill harder? JR, that's a little over 80% return here. Flint Creek, nice. Dude, Skills Junior, Skills. That's where you go. All right. Well done. $101 gain on Nvidia right now. 776.58, a 101 gain on the session today. Savage of Wall Street. I don't think people realize that Snoop Dogg is a much better citizen than Trump. He pays taxes. He's never been to prison. Beat Hyde case, and now a national treasure. Trump, 91 felonies against him. I mean, this guy Snoop Dogg is great. What about what's that guy? Don King. Remember that the boxing promoter with the hair that goes straight up? Former felon. All right, in Cleveland, I think, straightened himself out, turned around and started making all kinds of money as a boxing and promoter of all kinds of stuff, and takes pride in the fact that he pays more than $1 million a year in income tax to the United States government. Calls the United States the greatest country in the world and is giving back for all the mistakes he's made. Unbelievable. What can I say? Yep, Snoop, says Flint. Snoop. What can I say? Dow's up 287. Nvidia up $100 a share. Uber up 247. SoFi up 18. GameStop up 18. Giddy up, kids. Welcome to the Party Pal, the home that Jeff Bezos founded Amazon in the garage, just sold to another buyer. That house just sold. I don't know the numbers, but headline just came out. That's history. That's a historical place in a kind of funny way. What can I say? Thank you all for helping us out with the thumbs ups meter today, and being here as members, becoming Gold Bagel members of this channel, picking up classes. Congratulations, all of you. Welcome to the party. 158 thumbs ups are now in the house. Thank you, everyone, for 158. We only need 42 more. We got 200 thumbs ups today. Thank you for that. This is great. Giddy on up, kids. Let's see here. Dude, Trump can straighten himself out. Uncle Bruce sees a redemption arc for the big T. JR, for all you noobs, notice that we cheer when the market goes up and when it goes down. stick around and experience many times on this channel. It is just wonderful. The Savage of Wall Street, dude, my money is on Beach Point. I have 3 wild munchkins that scream loud enough to break glass. They can sense when I'm calm, because as soon as I sit down to chill, one of them yells very, very loudly. BV says, thank you, Uncle Bruce. I sold my 8 cash secured puts, my 8 credit spread, 630, 610 for a lovely product. Get that gold bagel, you all. There you go. IR Aaron, DO double G. Dude, first he sells shoes, then ties ponytail holders. Says the limit really, I don't know what this means. David Petty, hi to everybody. Hi, David Petty and everyone else. Welcome all to the party. We're up 101 on Nvidia. Folks have been cashing in on their credit spreads, on their Nvidia trades, on those put credit spreads that we talked about last week. Pays to be a Gold Bagel member. Folks are making the class money and more. Thank you all. JR, the Savage of Wall Street, my ears just hurt thinking about it. Just thinking about those 3 screaming kids of yours. Let me know where you're going next, and I'll go somewhere else. Oh, my. What can I say? Thank you all for joining us today and supporting the channel the way you do. It's great to have you here, and man, is it nice to see some nice returns coming through here for some of my viewers. Hard-working people, dedicated followers, class takers. Well done, each and every one of you. I'm very happy. Very, very happy. Congrats all, and keep up the good work, okay? Nice going all. What do we got here? Oh, lovely. Jeff, way to go, Jeff, on your trade for Nvidia. I'm hoping that you have a lovely little profit sitting there that you can score anytime you're ready. Whenever you want. You can always roll that trade. You can always, like everyone else here, you can take a nice profit on an Nvidia cash secured put credit spread and create another credit spread at different levels and control the timing of it. Totally up to you. Well done, everyone. Okay, guys, nicely done. What else? Dude is saying sky's the limit. Sorry, Uncle Bruce. A Savage of Wall Street bought back all of my Matterport, Sofi, Rivian covered calls. Now we wait for a few days for this market to breathe, and boom, I'm going to sell some more. Beach Boy, Savage, 1, I feel for you. 2, Cypress calling. 3, ho. Dude, Uncle Bruce, I'm going to send you a funny Norm Macdonald SNL sketch. Thank you very much. Norm Macdonald, a classic, absolutely classic. Turd Ferguson. Yeah, that's my name, Turd Ferguson. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Why is your name Turd Ferguson? It's funny. Stephen Butler. In the 70s, I was a stock boy after school for CNAC shoes, a Dillard's leased department at the time. The Nike guys came to the stores promoting their new running shoe made by runners they drove. It came with running shoes and runners they drove. Interesting. In the 70s, the change, the big shift. Wasn't it amazing? Sneakers taking over the shoe business completely from everyone else. How many mom and pop shoe stores got annihilated by the Nikes and the Converses of the world and the others? It's amazing. Savage Wall Street, Uncle Bruce, there he is again. You make this guy stop. Well, yeah, I mean, he's picking on me. Ho. What is that? He's evil. What can we say? Nvidia up 103 to $777.98. Does Nvidia go to 800 today? Is that going to happen? I don't know. Uber up 245. SoFi up 17. GameStop up 11 cents. Stephen Butler, they drove their cars low budget promotion going around the country by car. That was Nike in the 70s. Yeah, they didn't have hundreds of millions of dollars of a budget. They were a local Portland-based running shoe company trying to make it in the 70s. Who was the number one running shoe company? It was what we used to call it Adidas. What do we call them now? Adidas or Adidas, or I don't know what they call themselves anymore, but I still call them Adidas. They were the number one. Converse was number one on the basketball court. All the players of the NBA wore Converse. What a change, right? Dude, the early days of Nike, Jordan's changed that company forever. I liked the movie, the Nike movie. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Beach Boy, I've been a member for 34 months. Gold bagel level. I have one thing to say. Cyprus, there you go. He's at it again. There you go. The Yimmer, Adidas. Adidas. There you go. That's how you pronounce it. How do you pronounce that name? I don't know. Nvidia up 102. Uber up 256. Spire down 21. Sofi up 18. GameStop up 16 cents. Rocket Lab down 2.6 cents. AI is up 67. The Spiders are up 771. The Qs are up 970. Cash secured puts can be written on Spiders and Qs. Whatever you like, kids. Credit spreads, put credit spreads can be written on those indexes, I should say. Put credit spreads, put credit spreads, call credit spreads, put credit spreads, all kinds of ways to play this market. Apple up 60 cents. Enphase up 18. AMD up 15.60. Adobe down $1.90. Netflix up 7.70. Tesla down 16 cents. We got Unity up 51. Google up 135. Moderna up 7.30. We've got IBM up $3. HPQ up 40. We got Microsoft up 7.90. Amazon up 3.55. Home Depot up 4.30. Vanik Semiconductors up $13. Goldman Sachs up 6.22. Boeing up 75 cents. Meta up 16.70. We got some stocks running here. Costco up 5.90 right now, and over on Royal Caribbean up 7.49. Believe it or not, even Royal Caribbean is up. Giddy up, kids! Tons of fun around here. Jr. said, what could be more fun? I'm sitting here raking in the dough, picking off the daddy long legs crossing across my desk. I wonder if I can make enough dough to afford a good bug swatter. I mean, how much more fun is this? This is great. There you go. You got everything happening. You've got the nature happening in front of your eyes, the wildlife crossing your desk as you sit there and trading and making money. Beach Boy, just JR, a little too much info there, buddy. Just a little too much. just a tad, a little more than maybe we need here. Just saying, just a suggestion. Maybe a tad too much. I don't know. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the Party Pals. Great to have you here. Savage of Wall Street, help. I don't want to go and have fun at the beautiful place. I hate 5-diamond hotels. This is insanity. We just came back from Hawaii. 2.5 weeks. Before that, the Waldorf Astoria. Help me. I can't take it anymore. These gamblers are giving me too much money. I can't handle this lifestyle. It's too much. The trials and tribulations of option writers from time to time that you run into. Oh, it's so hard. It's just so hard. Oh, enjoying the cup of coffee. Thank you all for being here this morning. Great to have you in the house. I love it when you guys make money. It's just, that's what it's all about. Take your fair share and then take more. Take more than your fair share. The hedge fund guys do it. Why shouldn't you? We're now at 162 thumbs ups. We need 38 more to make it to 200. Is it possible to get to 200 thumbs ups today with this group of regulars? I sure hope so. We are looking at 186 folks hanging around, tolerating the old man on a very good day today. Very good day for a number of you out there. Well done. Not a lurker, Beach Boy, Uncle Primo, not a lurker is laughing out loud. There you go. Giddy up, kids. Welcome to the Party Pals, and thanks for joining in with us. What a run some of these stocks are having. It's unbelievable. But option premiums are awaiting you left, right, and center. The best part about being a credit spread writer, some of the best things about this, once you understand how it works, is you limit your downside. You can pre-call the risk completely. You can call the timing on the trade. You call the strike prices. You decide the credit spread you want to take. It's fantastic. Absolutely the best. Giddy up, everybody. Savage of Wall Street, that is a fact. It's hard keeping this lifestyle. My kids are going to be too spoiled. No bueno. We already have a trip planned to Tahoe in a few weeks. Cyprus is April. It would ruin my kids. Help me. John Gill, I've been a member for 32 months on this man's channel. Thank you, John Gill. Gold Bagel member, 32 months. Much appreciated, my friend. You're helping keeping me on the air. Greetings to you and your family and all of you out there who are also Gold Bagel members and Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members. You guys are the best. I think it is time to honor and pay homage to the forces that ultimately control your destiny. If only many others knew the power of the Knights of Neat. It must be time to honor the Knights of Neat. JR knows. Melvin Mayo knows. Neat. Time to put out the knee emojis and say thank you for moving that stock of Nvidia all the way up here. DH Ruda, Larry Titus, Honeybee, even the noobs are here. All over the knee emoji attack. Corinne is here. Juan is here. Can't stop this. Parker Ivy, John Gill. Absolutely time for the Knights of Knee. Richard Carlin on top of it without question. Always on top of it. You guys are awesome. Nico, Honeybee, another batch. IR Aaron, here we go. Here we go. Knee emoji attack. Honeybee, Stephen Butler. That's right, kids. Do not underestimate the power of the Knights of Knee. Do not underestimate these guys. Stephen Butler knows. That's it, baby. Hearts and smiles and party poppers. BP, looks like shorters are going to keep Sofi below 875 for quite a while, perhaps until the new year. BP, you are such a pessimist. You have no idea of the upside. You don't believe. You just don't seem to want to believe. Splair, Zed Estate, Savage, damn it, I overpaid for my contract buybacks. Someone just hit for 106 on those Rivians. I wanted to be the low of the day. Guess I'm just too nice of a guy. Jimmer is here. Here they come. The knee emojis are coming in, kids. Look out. Here we go. The knee emoji attack is underway. Get out of there or get crushed. Flint Creek. No, I'm a mathematician. I'm just looking at the stats, Bruce. Honest to God. I love the company. It's going to be all right. Don't worry. It's not going to stay under 875 until the new year. What are you talking about? Your math is off, but it's okay. Even mathematicians make mistakes. It's okay. There's emoji, there's emotion, and there's forecasts, and there's revisions, and a whole bunch of new numbers. John Anderson, giddy up, kids. So much fun. Thank you all for popping through here and hanging out with us. We love you guys. The knee emojis and the thumbs up meter. We're pounding it hard. Please pound those thumbs ups for us. We got 168 thumbs ups, 32 away from 200. A measly 200 thumbs ups is all I'm begging for. 200. They're free to give away. It's unbelievable. Savage, number one, yes. JR, yes. My daughter has sat down with me a few times. Just wanted to know what I do. Also, she said she wanted to buy a dress, and her mom and I explained how you never use your own money. This is good education. This is how you do. You don't use your own money to buy a dress. You don't do that. No. You use other people's money to buy a dress. You use losers' money to buy a dress. You use option gamblers to get you a new dress. That's how it's done. JR, the Savage of Wall Street, I'll see you at 106 and lower mine to 101. Game on, baby. Here we go. Oh, man. Yeah, you don't buy a dress with your own money. No, you don't use your allowance to buy a dress. No. You don't pay your bills with your paycheck. No, you use option money to do that. Number two, we told her that she should work and save her money, buy stock and sell covered calls, use that premium money to buy whatever it is she wants. Her money has been taxed. She should make it grow. You see, there you are. Are we having fun yet? JR is asking. Are any of us having any fun at all around here? They're still coming in. The knee emojis. They're still coming in. one after the other. This is how you do it. You teach your kids how the option market works. That's what you do, You show them the secret to life is how options work. You don't use your own money. That's ridiculous. Savage, right here. You save your money and buy stock and write covered calls. That's the money you use to get your new dress. Absolutely. And the dress looks a lot better when it's someone else's money. I mean, why should it be yours? I mean, come on. After all, and I'm really JR's loving this Beach Boy. Neat, 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 neat. There we go. Are we having any fun yet? Anyone having fun on this channel? Welcome to the program. Welcome to the party, pals. What a run we got going here. Giddy up, kids. You deserve nothing but upside and tons of it. And there you go. Giddy, giddy, giddy up. Nice. Nice. Sweet ride. Absolutely sweet ride. I wonder if Debbie is here today. Is Debbie around? Debbie, how are you doing? Are you enjoying the pricing of those puts on Nvidia in your account today? Are they looking kind of a lot nicer now than before? You might want to consider closing out that position and just cashing in. Might be time to do that. You might want to take a look. You can wait, of course, because time is on your side anyway. But hey, just saying. Giddy up, Savage. Every so often, no matter what she's doing, I stop her and ask her, "Hey, kiddo, what do you do with the money you earn?" And she says, "Sell contracts." And my smile is from ear to ear. You're training that child just right. That's how you raise a kid. That's how you raise a kid. You teach them how to make money. Unlike Donald Trump, where you just give him money and let him blow it. No, you teach him how to make money. The old-fashioned way. It is how you do it. Yeah, see what Daddy does? You can do what Daddy does. Absolutely. Let's make money from the options market. They're handing it to everybody. Unbelievable. Giddy up, baby. Oh, yeah, giddy up. Nice. Nicely done, kids. It's too much fun. Oh, my goodness. Another day in paradise. And Jen is doing great. Auntie Jen and her hip. Beautiful. She got the clean, clear bill of health from the surgeon yesterday. Thrilled. Took a look at the x-ray. Everything is fine. Took a look at the stitches and everything. Everything is fine. Looked at last year's side of her hip. He said, "You know what? I got to take a picture of this, and I promise I'll only zero in on the incision." So he took a picture of last year's incision and this year's incision, and he's going, "Oh wow, the difference is unbelievable." I'll be showing this to patients. I'll be showing this to potential patients, and I'll show them, look, this is a year down the road. This is what it's going to look like. Here's what it looks like a month later, and look at a year later. You can hardly see it. It's amazing how it shrinks out and fades. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. And of course, Jen is thrilled, just walking around the house now without any assistance. No painkillers. We're now going to the pool. This is good stuff. Yeah, we're very, very happy. Dude, $10 donation for you. Vacation time. There you go. Giddy up. Thank you so much. We got to figure out our meet and greet schedule to get that together and put a meet and greet together with you guys. And then we got to figure out our vacation schedule coming up for summer, fall. See what we can do. Got to make you guys a ton of money in the meantime and go from there. Beach Boy, now there's some fine education credit, Savage. Way to go. That is smart. How to educate those young kids right now. Show those young kids you don't need to have a job. No, you can write options. Savage of Wall Street. No. My kid knows how hard it is to earn money. Every summer, I help her set up a lemonade stand with a sign and she'll scream out of her lungs, "Fresh squeezed lemonade." Marketing 101. There you go. You teach them how to make money on the street level, then show them how to make money writing options, and they're going to go, "Wait a minute. You mean to tell me, Dad, people just give me money if I write option contracts? They just give me money? I don't have to make any lemonade or anything? Wait, whoa. I don't even have to set up the table, mix the stuff, get cups, do signage, beg people to buy haggle with them for the price of the product. Are you kidding me? This is unbelievable." Savage of Wall Street. Bingo. There you go. Right there, baby. That's right. That's right. Teach the kids how to write options for a living, and they will never be unemployed. They will never be poor. They will never ask you for money. Be a smart parent. Make your kids richer than you. That's the name of the game here, Pat Man. Neat, 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 neat. There you go, Savage. That's exactly it, Bruce. I show her both sides. Here's how you can grunt your way to making a few bucks, and here's how you can go into the Four Seasons in Cyprus. Here's how you can go to the Ritz-Carlton in San Francisco. Here's how you can go for 2.5 weeks with your wife, your mother-in-law, and your kids to Waikiki in 5-star luxury. Here's how it's done. Yes, there's the one way and the other. I don't recall ever meeting a millionaire lemonade stand salesperson. I've never met a person with a chipmobile, one of those portable kitchens that drive around town selling hot dogs from the back of a truck. I've never seen a millionaire doing that. As a matter of fact, there aren't very many millionaire restaurant owners either. A lot of those guys are struggling to just make a living out of it. Option writers, however, they don't work as hard physically. Definitely do not. They don't have to run around town for supplies to try to get the restaurant up and going. They just sit at home and enjoy a nice libation and make money writing contracts. Savage, and I showed her how to use that earned money to buy stock and then make that money grow. You can do both and accelerate your growth. You see, you can not only write options, you can make money on option writing, which lets you make more money on option writing, which gets you even richer. It compounds your wealth further out. Yes, this is a whole new concept. A lot of people out there think you have to buy low and sell high. The problem is they buy low and sell lower. They buy low, don't sell high, break even. They buy high, sell low. They buy way too high, never break even. Yeah, here we go. Not a lurker. We're up $105 a share, Bruce. Yes, we're up 105. It's 779 on Nvidia. That's right. That's right, kids. Those of you out there who've written credit spreads, put credit spreads, you might be in a position to close out your put credit spreads now for a very nice profit already, much sooner than anticipated. Thank you very much, which sets up the idea of, well, maybe I could write another credit spread on this stock. Maybe I can do a call credit spread at $950 a share. I could do a put credit spread at 650, 660, 670, and the 680 level. Maybe there's all kinds of possibilities here. I could look at, yeah, maybe I could. Bobby, fast food owners are certainly millionaires when they finish. It all depends. I mean, how many fast food operators are in office towers across North America right now? How many in the last 2 years have gone belly up? How many fast food in malls and shopping malls have gone belly up? I know some. I know fast food operations that have disappeared from existence, and they were good business people. They got wiped out with the stay-at-home economy. Savage Wall Street. It all starts with class number 1, kids. Class number 1. This summer, my daughter wants to go to soccer camp, and I'm going to tell her she needs to sit with me and watch class number 1, 2, and 3. And I'll pay for the camp. How about that? Yeah, baby. Teach these kids how options work. And they're never too young. You never know. It's incredible. There are people here who have become option writers who were abject failures in investing. Complete failures each and every time. They lost money no matter what they touched. They just couldn't get the right trade. There are people here who before they became option writers were winning and losing on the market. They'd win, they'd lose, they'd lose, they'd lose, they'd win, they'd lose. They just couldn't get anywhere, just spinning their tires. And then they learned how to become option writers, and they took class number 1, and then they took class number 2, and they hang around here with this group of people. They became members of this channel, became members of the Discord group with this channel, and now they are making a ton of money, and they are never going to go back. They're never going back. They're not going back to the office. They're not going back to that boss. They're never going back to that manager that made them work extra hours. They're never going back to those quotas. They're never going to work retail where the quota from head office is unattainable for that location. They're never going to work their butts off for a year to get a $100 bonus. They're never going to work their tails off all year long that at Christmas time they get a turkey from their boss. They're never going to go back to that life ever again. They are now self-employed. They are now looking after their own destiny. They're running their own accounts, and they work on their schedule. And if they want to do some work on the side from time to time, they do it when they wish to, because they like to, not because they have to. This is a new world waiting for so many people out there if you took the time to figure it out. Welcome to the party, pal. Those of you who are here. Bobby, I got a stinker sitting to exit Nvidia put spread. Short leg written at 1500, bought back a set at 245, the spread of 385, looking for an 85-cent buyback. A beautiful job, beautiful stuff. Sit, cross your arms, and let them come to you, because the stock is now up 104 and time is shrinking away every day in your favor. Tomorrow's Friday, and then it's the weekend. 3 more days gone. Giddy up. Not a lurker, sub and like this homeless Canadian. Thank you very much, not a lurker. Appreciate that. Thank you for those of you who have become subscribers of this channel. Thank you for those of you who are becoming members of this channel, and welcome you as a new family member of Stock Markets with Bruce. Coming to the end of the show, got to say my goodbyes here. The thumbs up meter coming up now with 2 hours and plus into the show. We're now sitting at 169 thumbs ups. If any of you can find that thumbs up button, please help us out and get us through 200 on the rerun for sure. It's going to happen. I know it. Thank you all very, very much for your support of this Homeless Canadians channel. Love to you all out there. Greetings to everyone around the world who watch this show. 100% effort is required, and the benefits are limitless as to what you can do and how far you can take this gain. Kids, you'll never know until you try in investing in yourself. You'll be pleasantly surprised at what kind of payoff you give yourself. It's amazing the kind of payoff you can get from your own self. You just have to step up to the plate and take a swing at the piñata. You just got to go for it, kids. I can't emphasize enough the potential that awaits you out there if you really go for it. Thank you all for joining me today. Stick around, and you never know when the next video is coming up. I'll be here tomorrow morning, of course. If you're a Gold Bagel member, join me at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you're not a Gold Bagel member, you're just a regular viewer, then join me at 8:30 tomorrow, and we'll fill you in on what's going on and what we've been talking about already as best we can, and see if we can make you richer, even richer tomorrow. Absolutely. Zed Estate, thank you. Honey Bee, thank you. Uncle B for your wisdom. Savage Wall Street, sign up to the Bagel team, and welcome to the party, pal. Dude, 2,150 profit loss just on Nvidia today. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. $2,150 profit just on Nvidia today. Well done, dude. Way to go, pal. Thank you for those donations. All of you out there doing PayPal donations, getting the classes, setting up one-on-ones. Congrats. Keep it going. We'll see if we can make you richer, even higher than this tomorrow. Everyone, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day from Palm Desert. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.